everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're the Movie Couple. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And this is our review for Barbarian. Barbarian is directed by Zach Cregger and stars Georgina Campbell, Bill Skarsgard, and Justin Long. A young woman shows up at her Airbnb only to find that it has already been occupied by another guest. With nowhere else to go, she decides to spend the night, but soon discover they're not the only guests in the house. So we saw this film forever ago at Comic-Con. Back in, July? And now we're in September, and we're talking about it. And also, while we're here, if you enjoy our movie reviews and reactions, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content. So, the trailer, it basically plays through the synopsis that we just talked about in the intro of this video. She shows up to Airbnb, somebody's already there, kind of against her better judgment, and she was, stuck. It's either, I don't know where else to go, so she ends up staying. There is something else in this house with them, and essentially the trailer kind of goes to show what happens once she and the other person discovers there's someone else there with them. But as we started watching this movie and as things started to play out, and this is going to be really hard to make this non-spoiler, and we're going to work really hard to make this non-spoiler review for you guys, because when it unravels, it's real good, the surprise. Don't judge the trailer. Go into this movie, go ahead and watch the trailer because it really doesn't give anything away. And then go ahead and enjoy the movie, because what you think you're gonna see, it's not what you're gonna see.
Yeah, there is one point in this movie to where all of a sudden you think it's going down one path, and then it takes a complete left turn.
And then they zag.
And then
again.
That is one thing that I have to admit. There are a lot of moments in this movie to where you think something's going to happen. It's building, cut.
There was at one point where I thought, did the movie just end? Did I just watch...
Wait, it's only been 30 minutes.
It's only been 30 minutes. Did I just watch an interestingly, a strange but good short film? And that's where the film actually picks up for me, because they do introduce another character who I won't even name, and this character's appearance actually made, and if you like watching horror movies, but you kind of get that, you get a little stressed out, a little anxiety during a horror movie, the introduction of this character will somehow make your viewing experience, if you get anxious during a scary movie, easier to watch, if that makes sense. At least that was the case for me.
Yeah, it really did kind of, once they introduced this one character, the mood of the movie really did change. And it was
movies in one.
Yeah, honestly, it really did seem like they're like, oh, we've got this great idea for a movie. We're going to have something with an Airbnb, and then there's this going to happen. And you're like, oh, wait, we're 30 minutes into the movie and we're done. Okay, we now need to completely add some more stuff in there.
Yeah. And, as far as the movie goes, it doesn't just take place in the house, but we are in that house a lot. And you will see why in the film. I will say the surprise, when you go watch a horror movie, you are expecting these surprises, things to pop out, the jump scares, the main characters doing what you don't want them to do, and that happens a lot in this movie. I've never wanted to yell at a screen more, and I'm like, just stop what you're doing.
What are you doing?
Do the opposite of it. You're fitting every single horror movie trope, which I think, depending on your, the way you view horror films, it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. But there is a lot of elements that is a head scratcher that will make you want to cover your eyes, and that'll make you uncomfortable and want to look away.
A lot of really
It is called Barbarian for a reason.
Moments.
Yes. So, and we don't just mean the gore.
Oh, no, not just...
We don't just mean the gore. There is so much you will have to watch and find out. I really do like the cast a lot. I think Georgina Campbell is really fantastic. If you watch Black Mirror, you will recognize her from Black Mirror. Bill Skarsgard, Justin Long, they already have, a really impressive resume. But this is an interest. The way they built this movie made it very interesting to watch, where I thought about it for days after we saw it. And I really didn't think I was going to, but it lived in my head rent-free for a couple of days. And I'm like, wait, what is this? Do I need to revisit this movie? So that's pretty interesting. And as far as rating goes, I think I'm going to give this movie, I've been thinking about this, I'm going to give it a check it out, because it is so different than any other horror movies I've ever seen before.
Now, before I give my rating, I do want to give you a little bit of a heads up. I'm not a horror movie guy.
No.
So this
I'm
is
surprised he even
definitely-
came with me.
Very much so. And I have to admit, I found some of the twists and the turns a little ridiculous. And a lot of, and that's one of the things that does bug me a lot about horror movies, is that when you are sitting there and going, why are you doing such stupid things? Don't do that. And it drives me nuts, and it is really, really... The concept of the big bad, I guess you can say, in this movie is completely ridiculous. And when you really sit down and think about it, you're sitting here going, wait a second, this could... It's completely ridiculous.
I will add on to that. The origin of the big bad, I wish we actually spent a little bit more time with that. Just like... 1 or 2 additional scenes. I really wish we got that, but
that might have helped.
That's one of my complaints about the film. Thank you for reminding me.
Overall, I did not like it. I do not like these kinds of movies. So it's for me. It's either it's a skip it, but it also could fall under the category of not for me.
Because you're not a horror fan.
Because I'm not a horror movie guy. But obviously, someone who is a horror movie fan seem to like it.
It's just different. It's different and it's fun. And at the end, you're definitely going to be thinking about it.
Didn't have fun.
All right, guys. Well, those are our thoughts on the movie Barbarian in theaters right now. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.